Hi guys, Cynthia here. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel. If you are new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button so you can be notified anytime I put up a new video. And also there's a bell. If you're not new to my channel, hi guys, thank you so much for coming back and hanging out with me. As you saw from the title, I will be using, sorry, I'm just situating my seat. I will be using the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill palette. I am really excited to use it. This actually came last Saturday and now it is Thursday, so I've been sitting on this for quite some time and I'm like, I need to film. But anyway, I went on vacation and then there's a lot of things that have been going on. So yeah, and I got really dark on vacation. I spent like a long time in the sun, and I go swimming every day because we have a pool now, and so it's like one of those things. I haven't even opened it, so I'm like praying to God it's not broken. It just came in a box, and in that box this was like on top like this, and then the palette was like that. So yeah, let's just make sure that it is not broken. And I already did my eyebrows. I have no foundation on. Did my eyebrows. I did primer, and what I use for primer, just so that you guys know, I use the Macling Low, and then I use the Frankie Dark Eye Promise Primer on top. And then I set it with my Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Finish Foundation. But anyway, I just thought it'd be fun to kind of like chit chat with you guys and like just talk instead of like doing a full-on like, oh, then I blended this color on that. I mean, I'll tell you what I'm doing, but I didn't really want to do a tutorial. So the palette is cardboard, just a hard cardboard. In the back it says the Morphe. I'm sure you guys have seen this, so many videos, but I debated along. Oh, okay, so it's in great condition. You know, it didn't come broken. That's a plus, right? Yeah, I mean, I'm excited to try it. I debated a very long time on whether I was going to buy this palette or not, just because one, it's expensive, two, I couldn't buy more than two, and I just felt like I wanted to get one for my subscribers, but you can only buy one at a time, and three, I just kind of, I don't know, it was just like one of those things, like, I don't know if I really needed it. Like, who really needs it? Nobody does, but nobody really needs makeup anyway. So I'm just putting something down. So I was like, man, I'm just going to get it. Plus, I put it on my Snapchat, and you guys were like, get it. So I got it. So yeah, so I don't know what I'm going to do, to be quite honest. I don't have a look in mind. I'm just going to start just like, and I'm just gonna chit chat. So this is my new setup. It is actually in my bedroom. In my old apartment I had an entire beauty room, but this is my new setup and I quite enjoy it. I like it kind of small. I felt like my beauty room would always get really messy in my old apartment, and just because there was like so much space, and there was like one half of it wasn't even like decorated because I had no idea what to do with it. So I only have one of my Alex drawers in here, so it's a little tight. It's a little tight, but it's okay. I think what I'm gonna do next is possibly buy another one of these. Like, I have a little acrylic drawer down there, and buy a big one and just put it on here. Maybe not, I don't know. Or I could just get rid of makeup because I have a lot of it. So I'm going to go in with this really beat up Sonia Kashuk blending brush. I love this brush. That's why it's beat the way it is. And I'm going to go in with a color. I'm kind of really dark now, so I don't really know. I'm going to lift my hat a little bit. This is my summer hairdo. If you guys have noticed, in the summertime I barely do my hair. It's so hot. So yeah, let me just quit chatting. And I'm just going to start with, gosh, I don't really know. I'm going to start with, I don't know. Let's see. I'm going to start with the color, this is going to be difficult, Buns. I almost wish that the colors were underneath, but I'm sure everyone says that. I'm going to start with the color Buns, and I just dabbed into it once, and I'm just going to put that all over my crease. And so far, so good, guys. Very smooth. So let's talk about my new obsession lately, guys. Oh God. When I was on vacation, I was watching like all of those drama channels. Like, I don't know. Tell me how you guys feel about that down below. I personally find them hilarious. They're funny. Sometimes they're very informative, but I just take whatever they say with a grain of salt because, quite frankly, you know, they don't really know anybody's life. They just have the receipts that they find on Twitter or however they do it. But either way, it's super, super entertaining. And also, I feel kind of like people get really upset about like sponsored videos. Like, first of all, I've never been sponsored. I'm like, pray for that day. Hello. I talk about sponsored videos and like how, first of all, what I feel about sponsored videos. I feel like you should always enclose whether you are doing a sponsored video. And if you don't, I think that that's not right. I think that your viewers should know. But on the other hand, too, if you are a viewer and you are looking to buy something, you should always make sure that, one, there's a return policy, just in case it doesn't work for you, because it may work for somebody else and then it may not work for you. And then you're like stuck with this product, and then you can't blame the person you're watching for purchasing a product because they didn't sit there and like use your credit card and purchase it for you. So that's one thing. Another thing is, you know, like I watch YouTubers that have like millions of subscribers, and there's so many times that I'm watching and I'm like, oh my God, I really need this. They're right. That's amazing. But then I'm like, let me rethink that. And then I like go to another channel where somebody's just not as popular, or I just trust them. And then I look at what they say about the review. And then I also look at what the return policy is, because at the end of the day, it's nobody else's fault if an item doesn't work for you, because everyone's different. You're not gonna like something that works for me may not work for you, and something that works for somebody else may not work for me, and we just have to like make that risk. But anyway, drama channels, I'm here for it. I'm all here for it. It is so fun to watch, and I don't know, I enjoy it. I'm thinking of doing, I don't know what to do next, guys. This is like, it's a really beautiful palette. I don't want to swatch it with my fingers because I don't really think that's going to do anything. I'm not going to lie. There's a little bit of fallout, but whatever, no big deal. I'm going to go in with the color Hunt next, and I'm going to use, who makes this? Wet n Wild brush. First of all, this color Hunt is beautiful. They're very super pigmented. I just dabbed twice. What? So that's really good. And I'm just going to just put that along my crease. Ooh, that's really beautiful. I'm just going to lift my hat some more. That is so beautiful. And they blend like butter. I've never had a problem with Morphe. I know people are like, oh man, Morphe and all their codes. And it's like, yes, absolutely. I feel like a lot of YouTubers are just like throwing codes in our throat? Absolutely. But at the end of the day, if it's going to save me money, I don't care that it's going to put like 5% or 10% into one of their pockets. I'm looking for a discount, so I'm always going to use a discount code. So I'm not quite sure why people get upset about that so much, because girl, I like a sale. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, and it gets kind of annoying when people are like, oh, and this is from this brand and this is from this brand. So you can kind of tell when they're being sponsored or something like that. But at the end of the day, like you, again, as a consumer, I'm a huge consumer. Obviously, guys, I shop a lot. I have a lot of hauls on this channel. You know, at the end of the day, you have to be willing to decide what it's worth to you. Like, oh, they like it, good for them. Is it going to work for me? If it doesn't work for me, can I live with what I've spent if it's not a returnable item? You know, and most of the time, you know, things are kind of expensive. So you have to like really think about that. You know, like you really have to assess, like, do I want to spend my money that way? If it doesn't work, will I cry about it? Like, you just kind of have to do that for yourself. But yeah, I've never had a problem with Morphe products. Their brushes break regularly, but I've had other brand brushes break on me. So I don't really know, how to, I'm not going to not buy a brand because they work with influencers, because that's the point. You know, they're trying to make money like everybody else is in this world. So they're obviously going to work with all kinds of people, and of course they're going to work with people who have million subscribers because they're going to get the most views, you know. But I do think that if you are going to have a channel and you have all of these people who are supporting you and you are making a living off of your channel, even if you're not making a living off of your channel, people go to you because they like to hear what you have to say about a product and they like to hear advice. So I really do think it is very important to be honest, you know. So Either way, you have to make sure that whenever you're going to buy something, make sure it has a return policy. That's like my biggest thing. I'm like, can I return you if you stink? And if it's the answer is yes, then I'm willing to take the risk of buying it. You know what I mean? And I'm just going to take that brush that I used that color Buns with, and I'm just going to soften Hunt. Is it Hunt? Hunt's. It's really a stinker. These are really tiny. This is like really small. I wish it was like the size of the palette, but whatever. And I'm just going to blend. So yeah, so as you guys know, I moved and it's been pretty awesome. It's nice to live with Mark and his son Nathan. It is so different. It is so different living with a man and a child. That's all I gotta say about that. Very, very different. It's hard to film because I find myself, just like doing things that need to get done and then like being like, oh my God, I need to make sure I do this for my channel. So it's been a little difficult in that, aspect. But other than that, it's been quite a nice time. I'm going to take this Hakuhodo brush. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just looking down at the names of the palette. And I'm going to go in with Jada, Jada, J-A-D-A, however you want to say it. And it is this beautiful, like, aqua color. Did you see that? It's beautiful. And I'm just going to go really tight on my crease. I'm going to do a halo, I think. I've decided. Let's see. Oh my God, guys. Have you seen all the drama with the Subculture Anastasia palette? What? Oh, and I was really like thinking about purchasing that because I love Anastasia Beverly Hills. I really, really do. And I made a bad mistake in the past of like not buying all of the palettes. You know what I mean? And I regret that because I never got the Mario palette, and there were just so many other palettes that came out that I wish I had gotten, and I just never did. And I was like, oh man, because once I got the Modern Renaissance palette, I was like, what? This is such a beautiful, like, their shadows blended gorgeously, and I just really enjoyed, Anastasia. I just love Anastasia Beverly Hills, like all of their items. And I was going to buy the Subculture palette, but like, I was on vacation, and then like, I don't know, it was just one of those things like, I'm not going to buy anything quite yet. I'm just going to see like what people say when it comes out because it's supposed to be permanent anyway. And so, because it's going to be permanent, I didn't find the need to like rush and go get it. And I knew you guys were going to get bombarded with like 1,000 people talking about this palette and So I was like, no one's going to really care what I have to say about it. So I'll get it after the fact. And then I will like decide if it's worth my money. Well, it's a good thing I did that because holy Toledo, the drama with this palette. Like, people are not liking it. Some people are loving it. And then, like, it's hard to really, I guess, connect with people who are loving it because there's so many people who are having issues with it. And so you almost have to question those people who are like, this is great. Because you're like, is it great? Because nobody else seems to think so. You know what I mean? But I will say it is like a pretty palette. Like, I can see people liking it. And I'm going to go back with this brush and I'm going to go back on to Hunt's just to kind of soften the green or the jade or whatever color this is. But yeah, I mean, it's hard to trust and like to understand. And I will say though, it's kind of upsetting to see like when somebody doesn't like something, people are like, oh, it's because you don't know how to do makeup. Or if somebody likes something, they're like, oh, you're kissing butt. And it's like, oh man, like, I guess no one can win in this situation. And that's sad, in my opinion. But I think I'm going to wait for it to go into Sephora. Or is it in Sephora? I don't know. You guys can tell me if it's in Sephora. I have no idea if it is or not. I'm going to wait till it hits the stores. And then I'm going to swatch it. But I'm probably not going to buy it. I'm not going to lie about that. Because I'm not going to, no. I don't want to spend my money that way and then like have it stink. Like I just don't want to deal with that. You know what I mean? buffing this out because I picked up too much with my brush. So far, so good with this palette, y'all. It's really nice. So, anyway, what have I been doing this past week? Cleaning, lots of cleaning. I'm gonna go in with the color Enchanted. Yep, Enchanted. Guys, my eyesight. It's just a darker green. And I'm just gonna go in with the same Hakuhodo brush that I use Jada with, or Jada or whatever, and I'm just gonna deepen the crease and the outer V. Anyway, so that's all I've been doing, but my apartment is nearly done, and I will be filming a fully furnished apartment tour soon, and I'm excited to show you guys because I never showed my New York City apartment, and I don't know why, because it was cute, and I should have done that, and I kind of regret it because I don't have like a video of it, you know what I mean? And now I don't live there anymore, so it's a little sad, but that's okay. That is okay. And I thought moving from the city, I was going to be like, oh my God, I miss it so much, but I actually don't, and I'm really shocked about that because I really thought I was going to be like devastated, and I wasn't. I'm not. I mean, I guess it'll feel different when it's snowing, and I'm like, you know, can't leave my house because it's under 10 miles of snow, so I don't really know. 10 miles, 10 feet, guys. Oof, I don't even know. Oh, so everything's blending. I'm not sure what this looks gonna look like. I had no plan. I was like, I just gotta film a video and I want to play with these shadows, and so let's do it. So that's where I'm at. But anyway, I have been trying to be on a diet, which is awful. Being in a relationship and being happy in a relationship. Guys, I'm a short person. I'm like 5'1", and so if I gain like 5 pounds, it looks like I've gained 10. You know, like, because when you're short, you know. And I'm a thick girl to begin with. Like, I've never been. Well, that's not true. I used to be really thin in high school, but that's just because I like played a lot of sports. Then I went to college and I was like, nah. But anyway, but I am, you know, curvy. I'm a curvy lady, and I really like being curvy. Nothing wrong with that. But there's something wrong when you gain a little bit of weight in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? You're like, dang. And that's just only because, like, you know, you're cooking for that person and, you know, all that kind of stuff. And so you eat together and you're like, oh. So, yeah. So I'm, like, trying to work on my life and going to the gym every day. And it's really difficult. It is so difficult. It is annoying, too. I don't know how I'm feeling about the look or about the colors I chose, but I have a feeling it'll be fine. Isn't that great? It'll be fine. It'll be fine. So I'm going to go in with my MAC. I like feel like I should use more colors because I like use what 1, 2, 3 colors. I don't even know. I might use more. I don't know yet. We'll find out. I'm gonna go in with the MAC paint pot in Laying Low, and I'm just going to brighten the center of my lids, just so that the halo eye pops more. I always do this when I do a halo eye. I just think it's easier that way, and whatever, and yeah, it's easier that way, so why not? So I was really excited. I sent out the stuff to Shannon Bowers and she got it, which is really great, and I put that on my Snap. If you guys follow me on Snap, you would have seen that. Thank you guys so much for all the love and support on my, you know, page, and everyone was such a good sport about like not winning, and it's really difficult because I was doing a, you know, 5K giveaway, and that's like 5,000 people that people have to compete with, you know what I mean? And it made it so much easier that Mark picked the person because, quite frankly, it was very stressful. I was getting like text messages, not text messages, Snapchat messages, like hundreds every hour, and Instagram messages, and I was just like super stressed because I felt like if I communicated with you guys about the giveaway, that you guys would think like I was able to pick, and that I would pick that particular person or like you, and I was so stressed. I'm not gonna lie, I was very, very stressed out about it because I just don't want to disappoint, you know. I'm going back in with Jada, whatever, and I'm just going to put it on the outer edges of the concealer the paint pot that I just put on, just on the outer edges. Just to get this pop of turquoise back. Guys, so far this palette is really blending nicely, and I haven't had any skipping. Now I'm not using a lot of colors, so it's a possibility that, I don't know, you know, it could, some colors may be junky, but so far so good. And that's good because it's like a non-returnable item. I feel like summer's going by so fast. Oh my god, guys, my little sister's gonna go to college. I'm so sad. So I'm gonna go home like the week of the 14th because that's gonna be her last week home, and I am kind of sad to see her go to college. I'm proud of her. She's extremely intelligent. I don't know why I'm doing this with a fluffy brush. I should have been doing it with a packing brush, but because it's such a bright green, I'm like one of those people who's like, oh my god, I don't want to mess up all of my brushes on this palette, you know what I mean? So I'm just trying to work with a fluffy brush, but it's working and it's doing the job. So, but I mean, I'm proud of my sister for getting into college and, you know, doing so well in high school, but it's gonna be weird. She's gonna be like an old person now. Yeah, you know, I think my mom's gonna have the hardest time because she's the little baby, and they're going to like miss her, and I don't know. And I'm so far from home now. I was like about 2 hours away from home before, and now I'm like 6. Oh my gosh, that is so far. So yeah, my parents are gonna have a hard time, I have a feeling, but I'm gonna try to go home and visit as much as I can and make sure, you know, to be like, I love you guys. Because I know they're gonna have a hard time. They definitely will. I'm just blending, guys. Blending, blending, blending. I feel like all I do is blend anymore. I'm gonna go in with, I need a different brush. Or, you know what, I'm gonna use my finger. I am gonna go in with Pool Party, because that's stunning. And I'm gonna use my finger because I like to do that. What? That's stunning. Oh, yes. Pool Party. Oh, yeah, that's pretty. I saw somebody use like MAC Fix Plus to put it on with the packing brush, and it was stunning. And it is, I mean, like, you don't really need a packing brush when you look at it. I mean, it's just so beautiful. Wow. That is gorgeous. I love that. Wow. Such a beautiful shade. It is so pigmented. Ooh, and it feels nice and creamy on the finger, like just swiping it. Oh, that's really beautiful, guys. Do you see that? Wow. I'm like, do you see that? Oh, Cynthia. Cynthia. So yeah, so let's see, what else can I talk about? Let me know. Oh, I thought about doing this like series on my channel because my kitchen is so perfect for filming. Like, it's really a stunning place. I was thinking about doing this like baking with me. So like I'll do my makeup and then like while I'm baking, bake something, and then like kind of have like a little cooking I'm going back in with Enchanted just to darken it a little bit, just to darken up that crease. I don't know, let me know, or like baking with C, or like bake with me. I don't really know, but I just really wanted to, I love baking, guys. It's like one of my favorite things to do, and I'm pretty decent at it, and cooking in general, but I thought it'd be fun to like, I don't know, cook with you guys, but you guys let me know what you think about that. If it's not fun, you don't like it, maybe I won't do it. Maybe I will do it. Maybe I'll do like only for the holidays. I'm going to go back in with Hunt and just soften the darkness. But yeah, I mean, maybe I'll just do like a holiday edition where I'm like working, where I'm like doing like holiday cookies or holiday bakes, or I don't know. Or I can do like date night dinners, or meals for 2, meals for 3, meals for 1. My diet plan. I don't know, guys, but I really want to incorporate my kitchen because I love it. I love my kitchen. I'm not sure how I feel about my makeup today. It's one of those days, guys, when you just don't know how you feel. You know what I mean? It's because I winged it. I winged it. I like had no plan whatsoever. But I kind of like it. Let me know if you guys like these like chatty, get ready with me, watch me be weird, I don't know, videos. But oh my gosh, guys, if you have any advice on like living with a child, let me know. So far so good. Me and him are pretty tight. Like he's a really awesome little one. So it hasn't been bad at all, which is great. But it is different. Super different. Hold on, guys. I'm just gonna go clean my hand. I'll be right back. I gotta get makeup wipes. Hold on. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and finish the bottom lash line, and I'm gonna go in with the color Pool Party, and I'm just going to smudge it with a smudger brush. This one. I'm going to use this smudger brush, and I'm going to go in with, I'm going to go with Jada first. I just think this color is so stunning. Do you see that? It's so beautiful. And I'm just going to work it in the inner and outer corner. Oh, it is such a beautiful color, guys. And then with this same brush, I'm going to go in with Pool Party, which is just the shimmer color. I'm just going to add it right to the center just to kind of mimic the top. It is so beautiful. And then with this kind of like fluffy brush, I'm going to go in with the color Hunt. And I'm just going to blend it underneath all of that, just to kind of tie in the top. Oh, that is so beautiful, guys. Just smoke my lower lash line out. It's hard to talk about life when I'm doing my lower lash line. I realize that I'm like, it's supposed to be a chatty get right with me, and I'm like, quiet. And then in the inner corner, I am going to grab, what color is that? I don't know. It is called Queen. It is gold, and I'm just going to grab it, and I'm just going to hopefully see what that looks like, and I'm just going to just put it right. Oh yeah, that's stunning. Wow, that's really gold, and it's so pigmented. And it's so gorgeous. And then I'm going to go in with this Marc Jacobs pencil, eyeliner pencil, and this is in the color Top Seacrest. And I'm just going to work it in my waterline. First I'm going to twist it up. I'm just going to work it in my waterline just to have like, I want that turquoise to pop. Oh, I love that. yeah, I think that did it for me. That made it very bright, and I just really like that. And I'm just going to add some mascara on my lower lash line. I'm going to use this Guerlain Film Noir, I think it's called. Nope, La Petite Robe Noir. Close. And I'm just going to run it along my lower lash line. So that is it for the eyeshadow look. I think I'm going to add more blush, and the blush I used was from this Tarte palette, and it's showing up, but it's like not showing up because I'm like 50 shades darker. But I like what it's doing. I like that it's like showing up and not really showing up. I can't explain it. So now I'm going to go in with Kat Von D lipstick in Lolita because I think it matches Hunt pretty good. Like once it's on my lips, it looks pretty good. And I think the liner I'm going to use is the Georgiana Nutmeg because I really like this liner. I almost wish I used more like bigger lashes. I'm not quite sure why I didn't do that, but that's okay. I also heavily contoured my nose, if you haven't noticed. Jeez. Oh, it's one of those days, guys. One of those trial and error days when you don't plan on what you're going to look like. My final verdict on the shadows. The few that I used blended beautifully. Like, I'm not going to lie to you guys. They blended nicely. They're super pigmented. I'm a huge fan of Jaclyn Hill. So, I don't know. I think she worked hard on the palette. I think it's a beautiful palette. I am not here for the drama. I'm here for the makeup. And if the makeup is, you know, good, it's good. You know, I'm not going to knock it because people are like obsessed with like, oh, these codes. I really don't care about the codes. I'm here for the codes because it gives me a discount at the end of the day. So it's a little bit brighter because my skin is so dark. But I'm not mad at this color with this look. Look at my highlight under my nose. Holy cow. I am not obsessed with this lipstick and these eyes, but it's what I came up with. I'm going to go ahead and put some All Nighter by Urban Decay. Alright guys, so that is it for my video. I guess my final verdict for this palette is that it is super blendable and it is nice. And I'm a fan of Jaclyn Hill, and I have nothing against Morphe, so I don't know. The colors that I use, which were not that many, as you can see, the colors are it's very distinct as to what I use because they're very soft and buttery. So there was a little bit of fallout, which is not fallout on the face, but just some dusting. Did I scratch it? No, I didn't, thank God. But yeah, so the colors that I used were super pigmented, super buttery. I really like it. I hope you guys were able to get your hands on the palette. I was only able to get one. They would not let me buy two because I wanted to buy two for my channel. But for some reason, when I tried, because I know other people tried to buy two and they were able to do it, I wasn't able to do it. But yeah, I am a fan of Jaclyn Hill. I do not mind Morphe palettes. I like this palette. I like the look that I came up with just out of nowhere because I had no idea what I was going to do today. So thank you guys so much for getting ready with me. And sorry if I was all over the place. And let me know if you guys have got your hands on this palette, if you like the palette. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. It really, really helps me out. And if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. It's super, super easy, and it's affordable because it's free to be subscribed. And also there is a little bell down there. If you hit that bell, it'll let you know when I have uploaded. And yeah, I guess that's it for my video. I don't really know what else to say, but thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.